Hey guys, thank you for joining me on this fun Get Ready With Me video. Darren and I are hosting New Year's Eve this year. We're doing a Roaring 20s theme since how it will be 2020. So the whole 1920s get up is what we're going for. So I'm going to show you how to do traditional hair and makeup. I got my faux fur jacket on, my pearls. I am ready to go. So I hope you guys love this video, and if you want to get a look similar to this, then just keep watching. I'm going to start with my MAC foundation on a foundation brush. I'm going to do a really light application because I noticed it's all about the eyes and the red lips for 1920s makeup. So I don't want to go too heavy on anything else. So I'm just going to spread this really lightly all over the face. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm just going to hit the areas that have a little bit of redness, just to give a little bit more coverage, but I'm really not going to go in for a highlight. I just want to cover up any discoloration I have left on my face. I know it looks like a lot, but I'm going to blend this out really well so it's not like a ton of highlight on my face. Now that I have my base down, I am just going to set that with some translucent powder. This is the RCMA powder, and I'm just going to go in really lightly with my powder brush and just kind of dust it all over my face to kind of help set and mattify. Now that my base is done, I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. I'm going to do them a little differently than I normally do. I'm still going to use my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer that I typically use, but I'm not going to fill them in the same way. I'm going to try to do more of a light feathery fill in, so that way my eyebrows are a little bit thinner than normal, because that was the style back then, and I'm not going to have as harsh of a line on the underneath part of my brow. I'm just going to comb them through first, and I'm only gonna put the pencil in the areas where I don't have a lot of brow hairs, just to kind of fill them in, but I'm not gonna draw that line underneath. I'm just gonna do light feathery strokes. And then I'll comb through it again. So you can see it's just a little bit more defined than this brow, but it's not overdone. So I'm just going to do the same thing to this side. For shadow, I noticed there's not a lot of application for shadow, and they typically would do browns, or they would do a color that matches their outfit. So since I have a dark green faux fur jacket, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Vault palette in Dark Magic, because it has these nice neutral browns, but it's also got the nice dark greens that are going to match. So I'm going to start with the color as my base on a light fluffy brush. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, just as a base to help my other darker colors blend a little better. I'm going to go in with a more precise brush, the Morphe M441, and I'm going to go in with a darker brown color called Mojo, and I'm going to apply that just in the crease and outer corner of my eye. I'm going to go back with the first fluffy brush that I used and a little more of the shush color to blend that in. It's okay to be a little messy too with your eyeshadow because they just kind of smudged on their eyeshadow back in those days, so it wasn't very precise. So don't worry about it being too messy. Once that's all blended, I'm going to go in with an even more precise brush, the Morphe M433, and I'm going to go in with that matte dark green shade Inside Job, and I'm going to put that on my lid and outer corner. I'm going to keep it really low though. Once the dark color is all over the lid, I'm going to go in with the glittery version of the dark green called Trickery. I'm just going to go in with the pad of my finger and apply that to the lid. Now that I have that shimmer shade on my lid, I'm going to go back in with Inside Job, just a tad more, and darken up the outer corner. That's basically all I'm going to do with the eyeshadow. I will be going in with just mascara. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Original and Waterproof. I'm going to do several coats of these just to give my lashes some darkness and a little bit of length. So I noticed that in the 1920s they didn't have a ton of contour or highlight. It was more about the blush, but I'm still going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm just going to go in super light. So I'm going to be using the Morphe R2, so it's a big fluffy brush. And I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is in medium, so it's not a very dark bronzer on me right now. And I'm just going to dust this on the outer corners of my face just to give me a little color. Okay, now for the important part, blush. I'm going to use the Tarte Partey. This is just a really nice, basic pink color. Nothing too fancy, no sparkle, nothing like that. And I'm just going to take it on a smaller brush, like this, just so I can be more precise about the color placement. And I'm just going to apply it on the apples of my cheeks. Now that we have an excessive amount of blush, the last thing I need to do are lips. So red was a big color used in the 1920s for flapper girls when they went to their little parties. So I'm just going to go in with a basic red shade and apply that all over the lips, slightly overlining, because that was also a thing. They wanted their lips to look really big and red and juicy. So to help make my makeup last longer, I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm going to let that dry, and then we will be all set, and I will get my stuff ready to do my hair. For my hair, I'm going to start by curling it. This is just a simple big barrel, and I am not doing extensions today. I'm just going to use my natural hair. I'm going to take about 1-inch sections and curl them towards my face. Once I have the initial curl, I'm going to go in with some hairspray and really lightly just spray all of my curls to help give my hair some texture and keep it curled a little bit longer. Because my hair is so long, my curls tend to fall out really easily. And since my hair is longer than they had it in the 1920s, I am going to pin it back so that it appears shorter. So I'm going to loosely put my hair in a low bun. I'm going to leave this piece out, and I'm going to pin that in a second. Take my hair tie and just lightly put it around my bun. I'm going to pull my hair out of the hair tie so that it's more loosely around my face. Now I'm going to take this piece of hair I left in the front and kind of twist it away from my face. Let it hang pretty loosely below my ear, and then I'm just going to take a bobby pin and tie it into my bun in the back. I'm going to let down some of my little baby hairs, and I'm going to curl these so it's a really tight curl into my face. Now that hair and makeup are done, I am going to pop on my faux fur jacket and get ready to party. I hope you guys have a fabulous New Year's Eve. See you in 2020.
Can they hear you?
Yes, they can hear me.
You're gonna have to change it.
My brushes are still wet. Can I help you? Yeah.
I was looking for the dog.
Oh, give me this. Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Okay, can you two go away now?
No.
Yes.